Hey everyone, don't forget to check out my NFTs. I got some cool ones. Set them up. I'll have the links in the description. Thanks for your attention, guys. Hey everyone, DeFi Doctor here from Deep in the Trenches. Today we're going to be talking about how to not get hacked in crypto. How to protect your money, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to lose money, especially just something really dumb like being hacked. So let me teach you a couple of tips I know to protect your money. Just remember that, when you're dealing with crypto, if your money's left your wallet, it's gone. Like there's no way to reverse it. There's none of that. Like, you can't just be like, oh, let me get a refund. Sadly, that just, it just doesn't work. Moving on, make sure you store your keys in your seed phrase. So, the seed phrase, you got a random string of words. I think it's like 24 or 12 that you got to type in. Make sure you keep that under lock and key because that is very, very important. Let me not. Very, very important you keep that nice and safe, right? You don't want to have anybody fooling around with that. So like, let's say I had an example. There was a guy in my last video who posted his seed phrase and I was like, oh shit. And I deleted his fucking thing, his comment, because I didn't want anybody to see it. The seed phrase gives you access, direct access, like into the wallet. You don't want to be handing that out to people at all. That is like worst case scenario, is that somebody else that you don't know has access to your wallet. Do you want to hand your actual wallet with your debit card and your ID over to a random person? I didn't think so. That's essentially what you're doing when you give away your keys, your security key, or your private seed phrase. You can always, the way to keep it nice and safe and to make sure that it's not, because sadly iCloud is, a screenshot on iCloud is not good enough. iCloud can be hacked, and that's honestly where a lot of, especially celebrities, get their crypto stolen, because people be hacking into that shit all the time. So the best way to keep it, I would say, is either write it down on a piece of paper and then hide that somewhere, or you can also buy these. Let me see. Hold on. Give me just a second. You can buy these crypto cards for your seed phrase, and they're metal, right? So they're nice to throw in a safe, and even if the safe gets like burned, for example, it's not gonna burn up, even if the safe, isn't fireproof. At least I hope. I mean, it's metal, like it's not gonna fucking burn up unless it's like a hot ass fire and they poured fucking gasoline on it. But anyway, right? You don't want this to burn up. You don't want to lose this. It's the only way to get into your wallet if you lose access to it. Let's say you change your phone, you got to download the app again. It's the only way you're getting back into your wallet. So you want to keep it in a safe place that not a thief is going to be able to get to, but also fireproof. You don't want to, like, your house burn down and lose that shit. So now we're going to move on to a list of wallets. So when you're protecting your wallet, right, when we're going to trade or whatever, right? So here's my system. This is just for Solana. Sometimes, like for instance, I can't send XRP to the Soulflare wallet or a Phantom wallet. So you might need different wallets for different chains. But this is Soulflare or Solana, for example, right? So your Phantom wallet, this is the one you're trading with. Let's say you connect it to Jupiter, the coin website, Pump Fund, maybe a casino. And then you also want to connect this wallet to your throwaway wallet. So like, let's say you get on a sketchy coin website you don't trust. All right. Take the 5 minutes, make a new wallet, use a throwaway wallet, and then connect that wallet to the coin website. Don't just throw this wallet directly onto that coin website unless you know it's like a legit one. So like anything that's like hella deep in the trenches, don't just connect your Phantom wallet, Connect a throwaway wallet, make sure they can't steal your money. or all your money. So that way you send, let's say you want to connect it to a sketchy coin website so that way you can buy a pre-sale, right? So what I would do is I would take my money from my Phantom wallet, my trading wallet, and then I would send it to the throwaway wallet. Let's say that'd be $30, right? And then I throw $30 into that coin. And then I use this wallet to connect to that coin website. If it's like, for instance, Pepe that I just showed you, that would be something I would connect to like my Phantom wallet or my Coinbase wallet. You also connect Jupiter, which is these dexes. We'll get back into those in a bit. Pump fund, you know, your standard degenerate shit. So let's say, for instance, you made a trade, you made a bunch of money, right? You're gonna take majority of your money. Like, let's say you made $1,000 and you only put in 300, right? So you got a 7x or like almost a 3x, 3.5x, I guess. You would take your initial investment, so $300, and you'd leave that on Phantom. Take the rest of that money off of Phantom and throw that in a Solflare, which is your cold storage. It's not connected to anything, nothing. It's only been sent money from the Phantom wallet. That's it. Okay, this is the intermediate. It's not connected to anything. It's cold storage. This is ideally the safe option if you don't have a ledger, which we'll get into that in just a minute. This is the safest option you have, so maybe just have a couple of these. If you can't buy a ledger at this current moment, right? I would suggest buying a ledger as soon as possible, though. If you have a bunch of money. Let's say you take that $700 and you did really good with the another $300, so you don't really need the money from the cold storage. That cold storage is then going to be sent to your ledger, where you're keeping that for a longer period of time. So this is not something you throw meme coins into. This is something you throw like Solana, XRP, Hedera, Sui. Like your actual utility coins go to the ledger, right? Your actual investments. Bitcoin is a perfect example. Ethereum. Something it's going to stay there for a really long time. And then that's your safest option. That you're going to want to keep with your cold wallet, or just your seed phrases and your keys in general. Like I said, in that safe, you don't want anybody to have access to that. Let me show you what the ledger looks like. So it's this right here, right? One of these. This is the one I have. It's got a screen on it. You don't need this. I don't think you need the screen. They have like an older version that has a cheaper one. I think it's like $40. I could be wrong. It's one of these. Anyway, the only way to use them is to connect them to your phone, connect the app with the seed phrase to your ledger right here, right? And the only way to send money or swap or trade or stake anything, you need this wallet to do. You need the device with you in order to stake, send, or transact in this. You can receive this, you can receive coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. You can receive it without this device. So you can send to it nice and easy, but taking it out is a pain in the ass. And that's kind of the whole point. Like I said, this is supposed to be something that nobody has access to but you. If you have a bunch of money, like if you're making big bucks, I highly suggest this one instead. This one is a little bit more straightforward and user-friendly. It's got a bigger screen on it too, and it's also touchscreen, whereas the smaller one, you use the buttons on the side, so you use this one and this one. This one's touchscreen, so it's a little bit nicer. It's also completely disconnected from the internet. I know it's essentially a glorified phone, but it's essentially a disconnected phone that you have to connect to your phone in order to use. Security, right? Anyway, on to the next thing. So let's say you're connecting to your Phantom wallet and you want to pull your Phantom wallet up and look at it, right? That device that now has access to that wallet, you want all of the protection on. You want two-factor on everything. You don't want any way for a hacker to even get into, let's say your email, for example, because then they can get into your email, sign in your Samsung account or sign in your Apple account, and then they have access to your iCloud or they have access to your photos. And then maybe that's where you're keeping your keys because you're not the wisest individual. But, we're here to learn. That's what we're here for. Anyway, you don't want any way for them to have access to your phone that has access to your wallet, So just remember that everything can be hacked. iPhone's not immune, nor is a Mac. If they want something bad enough, they'll get it regardless of what it is. Think of bank robbery, They're gonna fucking make it regardless. They go through extreme measures to get that amount of money. It would be way easier to do that with crypto. Just saying. So make sure you're using two-factor on everything. Let's say you're doing a transaction, right? For example, where's the other website at? Where's the other one at? Hold on. Let's say I wanted to sell this, for example, right? So when I place this trade, if it'll show up, right? I want to approve and make sure that it's the right one. The network fee looks familiar, not crazy, because sometimes they, especially Ethereum, likes to bump this up when it gets busy. So, be careful. Sometimes you'll be paying like $20-$30 to send $20-$30 or to spend $20-$30. It's really lame. That's why I don't like Ethereum, right? But just make sure that you're verifying every transaction, right? You don't want to be, every transaction that you do on crypto, you don't want to have just lingering, So make sure you just verify everything before you go and just, dive into shit. Next on the list, NFTs, right? Sometimes you'll be getting NFTs or random coins sent to your wallet that you didn't necessarily volunteer for. So how you can go on Twitter and sometimes they do giveaways. That's fine, right? But I'm talking about the people who they'll send you a random coin, and then the second you transact with that coin, you now give that coin access to your entire wallet. I don't know how exactly it works, but it's a way to fish you, if that makes any sense. So you just want to be careful with that. NFTs, they send you a QR code. If you're getting an airdrop, right? If you posted it on Twitter or something and you got an airdrop, you're not going to get a link to an airdrop through an NFT. That just doesn't make any sense. They're just going to send you the coin or the NFT or whatever you want, right? They're not going to send you a link that you have to go claim something. That just doesn't make any sense, So make sure you're revoking the perms from the sketchy websites. So for example, right, your coin websites, let's say you connected to a sketchy one, or even just mostly your coin websites, your casinos, they're easy to attack for a hacker, right? So those are the ones that are going to be targeted when you get hacked, right? It's probably not going to be Pump Fund, and it's probably not going to be Jupiter. They're too big. They have too much software protecting them, right? But that casino or that coin website maybe won't. So make sure you clear out those in your revoke permissions tab on your wallet, whichever wallet that may be. Just make sure you clean it out pretty often. Don't just leave access from a website you visited 10 years ago and now it has access to your wallet because it got hacked. You just don't give anyone a reason to get in. So Pepe Unchained is a meme coin, right? But it had a very long pre-sale and a hype buildup, right? And typically when that happens, there's a lot of fake coins or there's a lot of scammers. This one was notorious for it. Just during the pre-sale, people were just every Twitter post they made, there was a link. I bet you I can go in here and find it. Hold on. Pepe Unchained. Look at this. And then these guys will send you a link to a website that looks similar to this. But if you look up here, it'll say Pepe Unchained, or it'll say Pepe Unchained. It'll just be misspelled, or maybe it's got a letter or a space in there, whatever that may be, right? Essentially, it's just a fake website. And if you connect your wallet This is what the throwaway wallets are for right here. If you connect your wallet, they have access to pretty much everything on that website, or everything on your wallet. You don't want to give them access to your wallet, you know? But that's pretty much all I have at the top of my head. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm willing to help 24/7. Make sure you check out my NFTs. Don't forget. Right about here. Pretty dope. I like them a lot. And have a good one. See ya.